Hi guys, it's Nancy. Today I'm sitting in my chair and I'm using a modified walker. So this exercise video is for people who aren't able to move very well, who use walkers, people who've had a stroke, limited range of movement. So we're going to just do some exercises to warm up the body, get the muscles moving, especially in this quarantine time when we're not really able to go outside. Let's do a few exercises to keep the body in movement and using the muscles. All we need today is a ball, and you can get this ball anywhere. Hopefully some of you have some balls in your house, maybe laying around in the garage. But if you don't have a ball, and this is just the size that fits right inside the palms of your hands, you can get these from any store. But if you don't have a ball, just pretend. So imagine that you're holding on to a ball. So you're going to be able to do the same work that we're doing. Just imagine you have the ball in your hands, even though you may not have one. But for now, I'm going to put this ball to the side. So if you can, go ahead and take your ball and let's place it on the floor. Or if you're set up in your chair and there's a table or counter next to you, go ahead and put the ball right on the table or on the counter. Or if you are able to, you could put it on the floor. I also brought water, so I have a little thing of water to drink because we're going to take a few sips of water to stay hydrated when we're moving. Let's try to move. Little by little, we can increase our strength and our mobility. So we have the walker in front of us, sitting down on a chair, and just imagine that my stool here has bars next to it, just like a regular walker. If you have a walker with bars, it's the same thing. I'm sitting right in the middle. Let's start by doing a few exercises just standing and sitting. Holding onto the walker, taking your feet with your feet out in front of you, knees over the ankles, so you're in a nice, safe position. Let's draw ourselves up to standing, all the way up to standing, and then stay here and rest for a moment standing up. Can you stay standing, holding onto the walker? So we're just kind of holding here. Now let's do that again, sitting down and up. So imagine you're sitting yourself back into your chair, holding onto the walker, and then keeping your knees over the ankles the whole time if you can. If just getting up is difficult for you, you just do your best to come to standing. So I'm going to hold the walker again. Let's stand up again. So if you're going really slow, that's okay. Keep lifting as fast or as slow as you can, whatever you're able to do. And then let's go back down again. Sitting down, you can hold the sides of your walker if you want to. And then if you're using a table, go ahead and use the table or a counter to your best ability. If I'm holding a counter or table here, I would just be holding on and then sitting down. Holding on to your walker at any level that you'd like to hold, the bars on the side or front and center. Let's come to standing 5 times. So let's lift. So this would be coming up and then sitting down. This would be 1. And then remember, if I'm going way faster than what you're able to do, you just go at your own pace. But we're going to try to count out 5 of those. So that would be 2 for me. We're coming up again. So give yourself a challenge and see if you can do this exact amount of reps that you tell yourself you're going to do for that day. So if you start your workout and you say, your workout, and you say, I'm going to do 5 reps today, then really challenge yourself and try to stick to that goal of doing 5 sit to standing. Sit to standing. I think this actually might be number 6 for me. I wasn't counting, so let's sit. Okay. And at this point, we did about 5 or 6. Maybe you're feeling really winded, really tired, and you need to rest. So you just rest. And then if you need water, go ahead and try and grab your water, taking a sip of your water, wherever that is. Maybe you have your water sitting on the table, so it's a little higher for you. You can put your water back on the table. Or maybe you can put the water on the floor so you can reach down. If you have it on the floor, that's pretty low. See if you can get it and put it back down on the floor. Now let's do another set of 5. If you're able to do 1 or 2, and that's it, that's great. Do as many as you can. So let's go. Ready? Let's lift. So if you're lifting and you're going really slow, stay at your own pace and then come back down. So we're just trying to work through all the muscles of the lower body, getting them activated, getting them warmed up. This would be, I think it's 2 for me. I'm really not counting. Maybe you can count for me. This is 3. And then we come back down, and you may be going way faster than I am, or you may be going much slower. This one is 4. But just take it at your own pace. Use this exercise, whether you're doing it with me or not. It's a good one. Come down and then sit. This would be the 5th one. So really good. So now let's kind of move our feet forward a little bit. We've got our feet forward, holding on to the walker in front of you. Remember, the walker has 2 sides. You can use those if you want to. Let's just lift. How do you call it? Let's lift one of our feet. Let's lift a foot off the ground, however high you want. Some of you may be able to have your walker sit up. Let's turn the walker over to the side. Move your walker over. Hold on to the walker. And then sit back down into your chair. So now we have free open space. So all of us have the walkers set to the side, and we're still holding on here. You can even hold on to the table or the counter over here if you need to. But let's work with our legs just a little bit. We're going to lift our right foot off the floor. So if you're not able to lift, just try. See what you can do. Now let's lift the left foot and the right foot and the left. Do these exercises every day if you can. Give yourself a certain amount of reps that you're going to do. Let's do 4 more. 4. This would be 4. And 3. 3. And 2. 2. And I'm going to lift my leg one more time. 1. 1. No matter how long that takes, see if you can lift it. And it's okay if you're going slow. It doesn't have to be fast. It's only at your own pace and your own ability to keep your body moving. Let's try just one more exercise. We're going to lift one leg if you can. Even if it's slowly lifting, lift it. Can you hold it up? Hold the leg up and go in and out. Let's try the other side. So now I'm going to lift my left foot, hold it up, and go in and out. And then lower the leg. So let's try. I'm going to let go of the walker and put the hands on my hips. And I'm going to try to sit really tall with the shoulders back and down. Shoulders are back and down. Let's lift your right leg and do 3 extensions. 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg. Now let's try the other side. When you're ready, can you lift and go 3, 2, 1. Really good. This is your left leg. Let's lower the leg. Let's go to the right leg again. Now the right leg again. And extend. Go 3. Sit tall. 2, 1. Really nice. Lower the leg. Let's try the other side. Lift the left. Extend it out. 1, 2. Good. 3. And then let that go. That's a lot of work. Again, you may feel like you need a drink of water. Take a sip of water. So no matter how long it takes you to grab that water off the floor or off your table, go ahead and take a sip of water. And then we put it back down. So you've got your water, we'll put it back down. Now let's take our legs and kind of extend the legs out in front of us. We've got it. Sitting tall. Can you sit tall through your shoulders? Rolling the shoulders back. Let's try and maybe even engage your stomach muscle. Can you squeeze your stomach? Try and pull your stomach muscles inward. So all this takes is for you to contract and squeeze your stomach muscle. Pull it in if you can. And we're going to do one more set of this leg extension. Let's lift the leg. This time, can you lift your leg a little bit higher? And then extend the leg in and out. We're going to go a little higher with your extension. So that's a little more work. Can you lift the leg high as you can, and do 5 singles? Let's go together. So it would be 5, in and out. 4, if you can let go of the walker, let go of the walker. 3, and if you're going much slower than I am, 2, that's okay. Keep working at your own pace. 1, and then let it go. Now let's try the other side. Okay, here we go. Hands are on your hips, or hold the walker. Let's lift your left leg a little higher and extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. 5, and then let that go, lowering your foot all the way down to the floor. Really good. That's a lot of hip flexor work as well. So let's kind of just bring the arms down, rest if you need to, and then roll through our shoulders. Can you lower your arms to the side? Roll through your shoulders. See if you can roll shoulders up, up, and back. And then we're going to take our hands and see if we can take your hands behind your back. Can you grab your hands and put them behind your back? Clasp your hands. This would be a big exercise. Draw your chest muscle out in front of you. So it would be like this. Whoops, I knocked my water. Like this. It would be like this. And then come back to center. Keep holding and kind of let it go. Just go ahead and drop the arms. Shake the arms out. Nice work. Okay, so we've done a lot already. From this position, we're going to come to standing again, and we're just going to march. Let's do this. Grab a sip of water one more time. So however that means, if water's on the table, grab your water. Let me pick mine up. I'm going to pick mine up. So the water off the floor, grab it, take a sip of water. So grabbing your sip of water. And then if it's on the table, you can put it back on the table or back on the floor. But we're going to come to standing, hold your walker, hold the counter or the table, and we're going to come slow to standing and just stay where we're at. So holding here. Let's start to march a little bit. So we're going to march through our feet, holding on to the walker. If you need extra support from your walker, you can always move that walker in front of you so that you can hold on to it in front. I'm holding on to it from the side. So if the bars of the walker are here, we would need to just adjust the walker so that you're able to walk freely with a little bit of support holding on to the walker. Can we lift our legs a little bit higher? Can we lift just a little higher? I'm using my arms and my legs. Can you lift your right knee up high and your left? And lift. Let's try to work and walk together for about 10 seconds. See if we can do it. So maybe you're walking much slower than I am. It's okay. Let's all do it at our own pace for 10 seconds. So I'm going to count. Ready? Go now for 10 seconds and just keep walking. Walking in place. Hold the walker still if you need to. So the walker's off to your side. Ooh, keep going. Keep going and let it go and rest. If you need to rest, you can always sit down. We've got our feet out in front of us and we're sitting down and resting. Taking some deep breaths. Grab some water again if you want to, but we're going to come up again. Up slow, nice and easy into your standing position. Bring your feet in, heels under the hips. Hold your position. Be nice and sturdy and steady if you can, and start to just lift through the feet. And your feet may be lifting just a little bit, but that's okay. So even if they're lifting baby level, super little, just keep walking. Then on this round, let's use both arms. Can you let go of the walker? Maybe, maybe not. If you can, try to let go. If you need to hold it, go back to holding the walker. Let's walk for 10 seconds straight, if we can. Here we go. Go 10. Now we're in it for 10 seconds, and we're just going to keep walking. And this is a great exercise to do inside your room. A few more seconds, and let it go, and then let's sit. So we're going to sit. That was 10 seconds of walking. Notice that I moved my feet out. We'll do one more round of walking. Okay, deep breaths. When you're ready, we'll come back up again. Hold on to the walker for 10 seconds. Let's start walking slow. Now let's walk a little bit faster for 10. Now we're going to really try hard to walk a little bit faster in our pace. But just for 10 seconds. Still just 10. And let it go, and then let's sit again. So we're going to sit down, take some deep breaths. Sit and rest. So you might be feeling like this. really tired and exhausted because it's a lot of work. Let's get our bearings. Go ahead and sit. And if you're ready, where did my ball go? I went and I grabbed my ball. So I have our ball. Let's use this for a little bit of exercise. Holding onto your ball, sitting nice and tall through your spine. Elongate your spine as you sit tall. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see that I'm trying to sit nice and tall. Draw the stomach muscles in. We're sitting tall. If you can, really use your core. That's your stomach. Pull that in. Sitting tall. You got it. And then holding on to the ball with the palms of your hands. Let's grab the ball with the palms of your hands. Squeeze the ball with your fingers and your palms. So everything is squeezing. This is a great little exercise for your hands and your arms, your forearms, all the way through your shoulders. And I read an article a few years ago that said, if you have a strong grip, you have a strong heart. So there's some kind of a link between having strong grip strength and a strong heart. So we might as well do it. We might as well get stronger in our grip. Let's keep squeezing nice and tight. And then we'll just do a few exercises for a little bit of brain teaser work. So I'm going to start tapping my fingers by counting out my fingers. The pointer finger would be number 1, and the middle finger is number 2, and the ring finger is number 3, and the pinky is number 4. So we're going to ignore the thumb. Let's ignore the thumb, and we're just going to do a little bit of movement through our fingertips. So see if you can follow me. Using your fingers, let me turn sideways so you can see a little bit better. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to go backwards. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you see the difference there? So forward is pointer finger, 2, 3, 4, and then go backwards with your pinky, and then your ring finger, and then the middle finger, and then the pointer. That's how we're going to do it. So let's sit tall. Hold on to the ball. Can you follow my lead? Press and push into the ball each finger that I call out. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that go. Okay, can we do that digit finger work with 1 foot off the ground? Can you lift 1 foot up and keep it elevated off the ground? These are easy ones. Today, let's just do easy counting. Ready? Count with me. Pointer finger is number 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 1, 2. Keep your foot up. 4. Then reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you put your foot down? And then the ball goes down and rest. Really good. See if you can do that again. So we're going to come up, sit really tall. Let's try again. Lift your left foot off the ground. It can be low, but just try to use the muscle here in your quad and your hip to keep the leg elevated. Using your fingers, start with the pointer finger. We're going to do 4 counts. Here we go. 1 count, 2, 3, pinky is 4, and then reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let's do it again. 1, 2, 3 is the 4 is the pinky, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, and let the foot come down and then bring the ball down. Really good job. All right, nice work. Let's hold the ball up to our chest line. Can we squeeze the ball? Just squeeze the ball again. You're going to use the muscles in your arms and your fingers and your hands and your palms. Let's extend a leg again. So we're going to lift the leg, and we're going to lift, extend, and come down. Lift, extend, and come down. Can you squeeze the ball? When you lift the leg, extend the leg, bring it in, and come down. Squeeze the ball, extend the leg, bring the leg in, and come down. Let's do 2 more, 1 on each side. So let's start with your right side. Lift up with the right, squeeze the ball, extend the leg, bring the leg back in, and down. Squeeze the ball, lift the left foot, extend the leg, bring it in, and then let go of the ball and let go of the leg and bring it down. Really good job. Okay, so let's bring our feet out in front of us. Take some deep breaths. Think about how you feel. Grab some water if you'd like to. So I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Let's sit back wherever your water is. My water's over here. See if you can reach down, grab your water. Maybe your water's on the table, either side, where you can reach easily and grab the water. Taking a sip of water, and we put it back, either on the table or on the floor. So we've got that on the floor. Very nice. Let's hold on to the ball. We'll do a little more movement. Let's lift overhead with a knee lift. So we're just going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So this may seem really challenging, but let's try to do it together at whatever pace you're able. And let's do 5 on each side. Okay, so we're going to stay with one side, and we're just going to lift 5 times on the right. Hold on to the ball. As you lift, raise the leg up, and then come down. Let's squeeze the ball, and then lift. That's how we're going to do it. You ready? Let's go. Squeeze the ball. 1, and then come down. Squeeze the ball. 2, let the ball go, and then come down. 3, squeeze the ball, let the ball go, come down. 4, coming down. 5, and down. Really good. Let's try the other leg. So all we're doing is sitting tall, and we're going to squeeze the ball into a lift. Let's try together at your own pace. Squeeze and lift. Here's 1 and 2. 2, and squeeze the ball. 3, and squeeze the ball. 4, and squeeze the ball. 5, and let it go and rest. So that also is a lot of work. Take some deep breaths. So it doesn't matter how fast or slow you go. It's really about the movement. Are we able to move? Can we move? Let's try, right? That's the whole goal, is let's just do it. So let's sit tall. We're going to take our arm out to the side. This is a little more challenging. Let's see if we can move your feet back. And let's take your right hand on your hip, your left hand with the ball. Can you extend a leg out and lift through the ball? That's the exercise. Can we do this one together? Let's see. So we're going to take the ball and the leg out. Out. Now leave your leg up and just open and close your arm. Can you open and close your arm holding on to the ball? That's going to be the work. So let's try to do that together. Here's the real counts. We'll do 5. Let's do 5. Leg is out. Here we go. Can you do 5? 5. Lift the arm down and up. 4. 3. Maybe you have to hold on to your walker still. 2. I think that's 2. 1. And let it go and lower the leg. So if you need to drop the leg, it's okay. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're trying to move a little bit. Even if we're just sitting here and we're going like this. Even if we're just lifting through the ball, we're trying to lift through the leg, that's better than nothing. So let's try the other side. So hold on to the table or your walker or the chair or your hip. We're going to extend the leg, and we're going to go 1, out with the ball. 2, keep the leg up if you can. 3, can you keep your leg up? 4, 1 more. 5, and let it go. Okay. So let's try to do that. 1 more full round on each side, 5 and 5. Remember, again, it's so important for you to know that you just take it at your own pace. The most important thing is that you're trying and doing the work, and you're moving the body. That's all that matters. So let's take the ball to the side. Hold on to your walker. Extend 1 leg if you can. It can be low, whatever level you're able to extend. Even if you need to keep the foot on the ground, just take that out there, extend the leg, leave it on the ground if you need to, and 5 singles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more, 1, and let it go. It's tough to keep this leg elevated. It's tough to keep the leg up the whole time. Let's try again. Other side, sit tall, hold the counter or the chair or your walker. Leg extended, here we go. 1, 2, good. 3, can you keep your leg up? Try to keep your leg up. 4, and keep your leg up. 5, and let it go. And I can totally feel the muscle here. You should be feeling like that's quite a bit of work. You've done a lot of work so far. Let's finish with a little bit more cardio, but holding the ball. So let's grab a sip of water if we can. So sit back into your chair, leaning over, grabbing your water if you can, taking a sip of water. It doesn't matter if I'm going faster than you. You can go at your own pace and finish the video at your own pace. Let's take our ball and we're going to come to standing. So let's sit really tall. Take the ball out in front of you. Knees are over your ankles. So can you set up with your knees over the ankles? Remember, if you need to hold the walker to come to standing, you can do that. So we're going to hold and lift and come to standing. Let's stay here, and we're almost done. So I'm going to just hold the ball with one hand and walk, holding on to the walker with the other hand. Can you continue to walk? I'm going to slow my pace. So we're going even slower. Can you take the ball and go overhead and down? Overhead and down. A little bit of shoulder and a little bit of back work. You got it. So that's going to be the movement. Let's rest and switch hands to the other side. So if your walker is on one side, let's turn the walker to the other side if you need it for support, or hold a counter or a table on this side or the other side. Just a few times. This is a pretty easy brain teaser, but it really helps to work our brain. We're working our brain work. We're doing our brain work. And let it go. And rest. Maybe stand for a second. If you need to sit again, let's sit back. So we'll sit again. At any time, if you need to sit and rest, you go ahead and do that. And then you jump back in when you're ready. We'll finish that exercise with 4 on each side, and then we'll get some water. So let's come to standing, hold the chair, hold the table, or the counter, or your walker, and let's rise up. Let's start to walk a little bit, taking your right hand with the ball, left hand on the hip, or on the table, and let's press. So we're gonna go 4 times. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then switch to the other side. So we're going to press in 4, 3, 2, and then 1 more, 1, and let it go. Let's come down and sit, hold the chair or hold the ball to come back and sit. And remember that if you don't have a ball, it's okay. You don't have to have a ball. Remember in the beginning, we talked about squeezing and using an imaginary ball for all of that work. You can use an imaginary ball for any of the work that we do. Just like the walking that we did, holding onto a ball, you pretend that you're holding the ball. Just pretend and imagine you're holding the ball. And we'll hold on to the walker and sit back into your chair. Sitting back into your chair, grabbing another sip of water and taking some deep breaths. So let's take some deep breaths a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's sit tall while we take those deep breaths. So as you're breathing, take some deep breaths. Let's bring our arms out in front of you if you can. So you're going to draw the arms up and then open up the arms. Really big and wide. As you open up your arms, take your chest out. And then let's bring the arms back in. Can you fold the arms so that the palms face behind you? See my hands? The back of my hands are coming together. Now press out. Press out, press out, press out. Chest is out. And come back in with the arms. So my hands are going to come together. The back of the hands come together. Lower the hands to your legs. Sit tall. Roll through the shoulders. Let's roll through the right shoulder. Up and around. Can you roll through the left shoulder? Up and around. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, and you're done with that workout. Do as many reps as you can. Give yourself a number and meet that number goal every time. Have a great night. Bye.